Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Me and My Shadow. Not Timmy66. Let's go for a Saturday morning ride. It is 9:18. Before we go, if you guys notice anything different, I've added a new windscreen. Let's go for a ride. See how it looks. So I wanted to test out a few things to see how this is going to actually look to you guys, and if it's going to block the wind. As you can see, it has these adjustments here and here and here, so I've tried to adjust it what I think is going to be the best. And I took a little ride with it last night, and I had it angled wrong, so I'm trying to angle it, me, Mr. Professional, trying to angle this windshield so that the wind blows up and over, but yet we still have some pretty good visibility for filming and everything else. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a good week. Happy Saturday. I said, it's about 9:20 in the morning, somewhere in the 80s right now. Turn on my tire pressure monitoring system here, if I can get it turned on. Maybe I have to. I thought it had a sensitivity thing on it, though. When it sensed vibration, it just turned on automatically, but I guess I have it shut down, or maybe it's powered off. So we'll mess around with it later. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting too much wind noise and that you guys could hear me okay with this windscreen, and that the view is okay. So I just love adding new accessories to the bike. Whoa. To be honest with you guys, when I bought this, it seemed like it was kind of rinky-dink, but I thought, well, I'll give it a try. I mean, I bought it on Amazon. I think it was only like, I don't know, $60, something like that. It wasn't a super expensive purchase. I know I could probably spend a lot more. So far it feels pretty good, though. It seems like it's taken a lot of the wind like I wanted it to, up and over, as opposed to it being, down so low that it's blowing right in my face. But we really haven't got up to any speed yet, so we'll do that. I hope everybody, as I said, I hope everybody is doing well. It's a glorious day here in Texas. It's always a glorious day when I'm not working, as far as mowing yards and stuff. The drought does continue. However, if you notice around, you can see that some of the yards are starting to green up a little bit. We did finally get some measurable rain earlier in the week, and that helped out, because when your income is based upon, whoa, my mirrors are all messed up. There we go. When your income is based all upon how fast the grass grows, it's kind of important. And guys, thank you very much for all the comments. Man, you guys rock. Everybody's getting motorcycles. Everybody is enjoying life. There have been a few that have purchased some Honda Shadows. Looks like the Arrow seems to be the one that's out there and popular right now. But, I mean, I digress. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you ride. It's that you ride. So whatever you're happy with is the important thing. And I hope my audio is coming through okay. We're not getting up to super fast speeds because of these cars. So it's kind of hard for me to test out. Let me know if you guys have added some new accessories to your bike. And if you have, what'd you add? What do you like? Let me know in the comments below. Well, everybody knows how I feel about tree tunnels. Welcome to Tree Tunnel Land. Guys, you gotta love this kind of neighborhoods. I mean, okay, let's be honest. If you think about it from a yard cleanup standpoint, it probably wouldn't be too much fun because you'd have, well, an ass ton of leaves in your yard. In this neighborhood. But you also got to think that with the Texas heat and everything, having that many trees around, giving you shade and stuff like that. Oops, hit neutral there. They're actually going to provide some natural shade for your house. And maybe it won't work your AC so hard. I don't know. What do I know? Had to spend the week getting my kids enrolled in school, and you know, I know this is a motorcycle forum, motorcycle channel, but let me tell you guys something. We moved our kids out of public school into a charter school, and we did that for an important reason. I'm 56, so when I went to school, you know, I graduated like 84, 85. When I went to school, it was a lot different than it is now. I don't know if any of you guys got kids or not, but the amount of BS that's going on in these schools these days is ridiculous. And it might just be the school district I live in. I don't know. But we made a decision to move them over to a different school system, a charter school system, where there's quite a bit more rules. And not that my kids get in that much trouble anyway. It's more along the lines of keeping them safe and just not having them exposed to the amount of garbage that it seems like's going on. But anyway, I digress off all of that. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys think of this windscreen, man. I'm kind of digging it. I've never ever had a windscreen this small before, or this short of a profile. I think for around town putzing and stuff like that, it'd be just fine. You know, slow speeds, things along those lines. I think it'll be perfect. Now, I did go ahead and keep my other larger windscreen for those longer rides, which I have one coming up here shortly. Business is starting to actually slow down a little bit due to droughts and due to the fact that, you know, we're coming up on mid-August. So I should have a little bit more time on my hands to be able to go on some real adventures and do some real fun things. Let's go this way. Oh yeah. I do actually have a topic for this video today, guys. And it came from a subscriber. Something I never really thought about too hard. So let's get to that. So, all of us like to ride. And all of us have, well, issues, right? All of us have things going on. All of us have, be it mental or physical issues that are going on. And something I never really thought about was, what if you have a disability and you want to ride? Now, I'm sure that, I guess, you know, most people will find a way to overcome that if they want to ride. And I got a comment from Jim Aboon Keener on my last video. You can go back and check it out. And I told him, he asked me some specific questions about foot controls and controls on the motorcycle. I'm not 100% what his disability is, but he said he's checked around to dealerships and things like that, and they want just too much money for any specialized equipment that he may need. So I thought, you know, I would throw this out to the community, because I have an awesome community on this channel. And I would ask you guys honestly to go back and look at the comment and respond to Jim Aboon. And I hope I'm saying it right. Jim Aboon Keener, I think it is. Anyway, shout out to you, brother. He has a motorcycle, but he finds it very difficult to ride because of his disability. And because of that disability, and because of probably the fact that they want an arm and a leg to get some speed. I hope you guys can hear me. But anyway, hopefully with you guys' brains, because obviously I don't have a ton of brains, you can help them out. So definitely go check out the comment, and if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them. I asked him to go ahead and check out this next video to see if there's anything that you guys might be able to come up with. I'm not 100% sure again. He didn't go into great detail on what the disability actually is, and I didn't go into great detail trying to ask him what his disability is. That's his own business. But he said something that really resonated with me, guys. He said that riding his motorcycle really helps him kind of forget about his health issues. And that, again, is a side of riding that I never really even considered. I mean, mentally I consider it all the time, because I'm lucky, thank heavens, and I don't have any physical disabilities that would stop me from being able to ride. Now, I don't know if maybe him looking into getting a trike or a Can-Am or something like that that has 3 wheels and a little bit more stability might help him out. I don't know what his monetary situation is, whatever. But there's got to be some way that he can find the controls for his bike. I believe he said he had a 2002 Shadow that will allow him to be able to ride in a little bit more comfort and a little bit more safety, you know, so that he's more enjoying the ride than he is worrying about if he can control the brake pedal and things like that. So if you guys are so inclined, go check out his comment on my last video, and feel free to chime in if you have any ideas on that. Let's help a brother out, man. Let's help a brother out. Woo! Feels good. Oh, bike's feeling peppy today. Peppy, I tell ya. Peppy. And so topic number 2, I have gotten several comments from you guys in regards to getting a bigger bike, like the VTX 1800, which is what I really want to buy. And honestly, starting the business and taking most of my profits and turning them back around into the business, I don't foresee me getting anything new anytime soon. Because I need to reinvest the money that I'm making. It's not that I'm not making any money. It's not that I'm poor or destitute or anything like that at all. But I just need to invest in buying bigger and better equipment so that my yard work is a lot more efficient. For an example, just spent $3,000, almost $4,000 on a new mower that's bigger. It's going to allow me to mow the yards quicker, easier, and get them done faster. So I can take on bigger yards and I can take on bigger projects, commercial projects and things. But I won't bore you guys with all the details. Suffice to say, with that being said, of course, it means that I'm not, going to be investing in the bigger bike anytime soon. And I appreciate the comments as well, stating that I need to be pretty careful when I do buy the bigger bike. It's obviously a lot bigger than this one. It's like double the size and double the power and everything else, so it's going to take some getting used to, just like anything else, of course. But the good news on all this is I got Shadow here. Yeah, I know, obvious name for a bike. It's a Shadow, so let's call it Shadow. But I'm completely, totally, 100% satisfied with this motorcycle. The way it runs, the adventure I can find on it, the feeling I get just moving down the road on it. And I won't go into great detail again about how much I love this motorcycle. I think it's pretty obvious to everybody, and it should be obvious to everybody how much I love this bike. So, it's not really a pressing issue. I'm going to, I just waved to a scooter. Is that like against motorcycle etiquette? Wave to a scooter driver? People will be watching this going, oh my God, he waved at a scooter driver. What the hell is wrong with him? That's not a biker. That's not a real biker. And that scooter driver didn't even bother to wave back. How rude. How rude. How very rude. Now I lost my train of thought. That's what happens when you're 56. Damn it. Age is creeping in. And so, guys, I'm thinking as the season begins to slow down a little bit, I mean, I will have work to do in the fall when the leaves fall and everything like that, but then going into the slower part of the season, and since I live in Texas, our winters are very, very mild. Now, we do have some cold snaps and things like that, but for the most part, our winters are pretty mild, and you just dress for it, and it's decent riding weather. And I'm going to take some longer bike rides, guys. I'm going to finally show you guys some sights of Texas and some things. I'm just curious as to what you guys do to, like, I don't know, find other roads. I mean, do you download like a motorcycle app that, because I know there's one called Rever or something like that that people have talked about, where it'll show you motorcycle paths and things like that. For interesting areas and cool spots to go to. I obviously have some places in mind that I'd like to take you guys along and share the ride, but I was just wondering if there's any apps out there that have like a total motorcycle route suggestions and things like that, and I'm sure there are. And again, I hope you guys can hear me okay. I don't know how this is going to turn out until I come home, go home, which I don't feel like doing at all right now, believe me. And, uh-oh, see, here, we want to watch out. Somebody just getting in their car. They may pull out and not even see you. But anyway, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Topic number 3. And hopefully it's a good topic. Let's talk about aging and riding. What are we going to do when we get too old? Little bicyclist. Notice how I didn't wave at the bicyclist. And is it just me, guys? But even when I'm just in my car, I have a problem with people that ride bicycles down the middle of the road like they own it. And they're always wearing the gear, you know what I mean? A hat that's like cone shaped, like they're wearing a cone on their head that goes to a point in the back for less wind resistance, and the tight spandex uniform that says Fila or something French on it or whatever. Do you have a problem with that, or is it just me? Because they're always in the middle of the road. Like, they own the road or something. Or, what's worse is if you get a pack of bikers, and I mean bicyclists, not motorcyclists, because motorcyclists know how to move down the road. How you doing? He nodded at me. He must know I'm talking about it. I'll tell you something, sir. I'm getting my exercise in today, too. I'm just not pedaling to do it. Ooh. Whoa. That was bad, guys. I actually squealed my tire a little bit. Wow. Good thing I got new tires on this. I may have to edit that part out. That was very unprofessional. Probably very unsafe, too. Now I lost my train of thought again. I think I'll call this video Train of Thought. I remember what it is now. So as we age, does that mean we need to quit riding? Or does it just mean that we adjust to a bike that we know we can ride? Me personally, at least the way I feel now about everything, I'm thinking I'll just be adjusting. I can't hold the bike up anymore. It may go smaller, may go 3 wheels. I love the Can-Am Spider. I absolutely love that. At one point, that's exactly what I was always going to buy. I wasn't going to buy anything else for comfort and stability and things like that. So as we get older and our bodies begin to fail us a little bit, does that mean that we can't ride anymore? Does that mean that I'm going to be 300 pounds sitting on the couch watching other people ride on YouTube? Does it mean I'm not going to be able to get out here and do this anymore? Is that what it means? Nice signal. Nice signal, dude. Is that what that means? Or does it mean that we just adapt? And I guess you're like, well, you're thinking about this because you're old. And maybe that's true. But my wife was telling me she has one of her best friends. She talked to her, and her son was just in an accident. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. He was riding with his girlfriend. Excuse me. And just like I said about watching the tires on cars pulling out and stuff like that, he car pulled right out in front of him and he didn't have time to stop. I'm not sure how quick the pullout was, or I don't know any of the real details, but I guess he's in the hospital and just got out of surgery. He was wearing gear too, according to my wife. I asked, I said, did he have safety stuff on? So even if we're not old enough, you know, or getting too old where we have to consider changing what we ride, what if something happens to us physically, and it doesn't have to be a motorcycle accident? What happens if, you know, we, I don't know, get hurt on the job, or something like that happens. What do we do then? How do we accommodate a ride? Or do we just give up and quit? Personally, guys, I don't think I'm going to give up and quit. Honestly, I really think that more than anything else, this is such a stress reliever for me. I mean, during my week, I'll be real honest with you guys, I am busy, but I do nothing but think about riding. I'm mowing yards and talking to customers, and the back of my mind is always like, man, I wish I was out riding instead. So I really look forward to this decompression time, this wind therapy. I don't know, this guilty pleasure of mine. And I just would hate to give it up. Oh, and then a quick side note too, do you guys ever worry about, like, when you hear like somebody that you knew has been in a motorcycle accident? Does it freak you out a little bit? Are you like, ooh, that could happen to me? I do. But then I shrug it off and say, it's part of the landscape of what I'm doing here. It's part of the risk. Because the reward is greater than the risk. It really is. The reward is just too good to be worried about getting in wrecks. I guess if we worry about everything all the time. We would never get on our bikes. And I think there's a lot of people that do that, guys. I really do. I think there's a lot of people. I mean, I drive by certain houses in my neighborhood where that motorcycle does nothing but sit. It's almost like motorcycle. It's like motorcycle abuse. You gotta buy the damn thing, ride the damn thing. People get hurt all the time, right? But if it's on a motorcycle, ooh, look out. Anyway, I know I'm just rambling. But those really were my topics today, guys. I wanted to post this video up for y'all, let you know, let you mainly see the windscreen and get some comments and tell me what you guys think about it, and also test my audio to see if I can even be heard. I mean, I know my audio is not the greatest anyway, so I thought, well, we'll give it a good test and we'll see. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I noticed my last video was like 30-some minutes. This one will probably be really long too. I'm not really the king of editing or anything. I just pretty much put it together. Edit out certain things, obviously. But for the most part, I just let it flow so you guys can kind of know what the ride is like without a whole bunch of BS. But I will let everybody go. I want to thank everybody for watching me in my shadow. I guess that's going to be it for this video. Well, I guess that'll be it for this video. Alright guys, I'm going to try this again. My GoPro keeps shutting down. I don't know if it's overheating or what the problem is. But I want to thank everybody for watching me in my shadow. I am not Timmy66. If you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss when I do uploads and videos. Don't miss the fun, don't miss the excitement, don't miss sharing the ride on the shadow. Y'all take care. You have a great weekend. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this ride. Get this posted up for your viewing displeasure. And everybody, please have a wonderful day. For me in my shadow, not Timmy66. I'm out for now. Oh guys, and one other thing. I almost forgot. Thank you guys for watching. And keep in mind, remember, that dog walking that guy. Keep in mind and remember that no matter what you do in life, make it count. But also, it doesn't matter what you ride. It matters if you ride. Alright guys, this time I'm really out. So much for the fake ending. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for following along on me and my shadow. Everybody have a great day.